Selamat datang.
Selamat datang.
Selamat datang.
Welcome to Malaya. Malaya, the jewel pendant of Southeast Asia, straddles the crossroads of the Orient. Her neighbor to the north is the ancient kingdom of Thailand. To the east lie the Philippines and Borneo, second largest island in the world. South and southeast are the myriad islands of the Republic of Indonesia. Once divided into little sultanates, today Malaya is an independent federation of 11 states. Kuala Lumpur is the capital of this prosperous nation. Commanding the straits is historic Malacca. Johor stands at the southernmost tip of the Asian landmass. To the northeast of the peninsula is Kota Baru. But on the sheltered west coast lies the island of Penang, time-honored gateway to Malaya. Once Britain's oldest settlement in the Far East, Penang was ceded to Malaya in the independence year of 1957. Today it is still a free port, where ships of many nations bring their cargoes and their passengers.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention?
Disembarkation is a formality both speedy and pleasant. This older couple, the Arnolds, know it. They have been here before.
With passport and health certificate.
The young Bennets are on their honeymoon. They wanted a romantic setting and something different. The Carrolls are making this trip a family affair. The quickest way to your hotel is by taxi cab. There's no language problem here. English is widely spoken in Malaya. Perhaps you may want to sample a trishaw. That's the local name for these three-wheeled pedicabs. Trishaws are slow, but they provide a good opportunity of seeing the sights in a leisurely way. And after all, this is a leisurely country. Penang has excellent hotels. Most of them look onto the beaches and the blue waters of the coast. Malaya is a thirsty place for holiday makers. Here you can get such small drinks as your favorite colas and fresh fruit juices, or the Scotch stengers and gin pies made famous by the stories of Somerset Maugham. Our travelers are planning to discover Malaya in their own different ways. But for the moment, they are content to relax and enjoy the scenic beauty that is Penang. The voices of fishermen rise in chant of the sea as they haul in their nets. These fish may be small, but they make good eating. The zeal and devotion of the Chinese Buddhists have created this temple of supreme bliss. The largest temple in Malaya, it houses Buddha images from many surrounding lands. And in the temple courtyard, there is a tortoise pond. Tortoises symbolize longevity. Feed them well, and you too may enjoy long life. The Snake Temple, another unique place of worship. Here, vipers lie curled in the stupor of heavy incense. Believe it or not, devotees come here to stroke the serpents. They say this brings them good fortune. Penang is an island of contrasts. The hill that dominates the city is almost 3,000 feet high, and a funicular railway takes you nearly to the summit. Every journey has its moments. The view from the top, a panorama of city and harbour, the ships in the straits, mountain ranges on the mainland, softly delineated under the tropical sky. At the foot of Penang Hill lies the botanical garden, famed for its flora, its orchids and pitcher plants, a sanctuary too for monkeys who feed off the hands of visitors. The honeymooning Bennets are off to the mainland by car. It's easy to rent one in Malaya. You drive straight into the ferry, there's no delay. The boat leaves on time, speeding its way between Chinese junks and Malay praus which share the narrow waters with modern liners from every country in the world. Driving is a pleasure on the fine metal roads of Malaya. Whether you step on the accelerator or take it easy, you'll be captivated by the ever-changing vista of the countryside that unfolds at each curve of the road. On this route, you will see the people of the country working on the land. Rice fields are a familiar part of the rural landscape. Rice is the staple food of all Malayans, Indian, Chinese and Malay. This is harvest time. The tall, golden stalks, heavy with grain, are cut by hand and threshed by hand and winnowed by hand, the gentle breeze separating chaff from the grain. You can't go far in Malaya without seeing rubber. Mile upon mile of straight-ruled regimented trees, millions of acres and thousands of workers. Malaya is the world's single biggest producer of natural rubber. These women tappers are experts. With razor-sharp knives, a paper-thin shaving is made. The milky sap collected drop by drop is Malaya's lifeblood. This is latex, the basic raw material of all rubber products. Centuries ago, feuding miners fought for the right to win tin ore from the rich alluvial plains of Malaya's west coast. Today, big European, Chinese and Malay combines, using modern machinery, produce 1/3 of the world's tin output. But the picturesque dulang washers, mostly women, can still be found swirling their dulangs in the rivers and tailings of disused mines, panning for a handful of tin at a time. The Bennets have left the warm plains behind. The winding road leads to Cameron Highlands, a holiday resort over 5,000 feet above sea level. This is a good stopping place for a night, comfortable hotels, good food and a briskly climate. The mountain slopes are fragrant with tea bushes and bright with the colors worn by the Indian tea pickers. In the valleys, Chinese grow fruit and vegetables and flowers. If you explore a little, you will find many small waterfalls and pools of crystal clear water. There are no rules here. You can bathe in a bikini or swim in a sarong and join the local people in the fun. evenings are cold and people gather in the lounge warmed by a log fire. Here the talk ranges from the ups and downs of the day's play on the 18-hole golf course to the fluctuating prices of rubber and tin. Or you may listen to stories of Malaya, both old and new. It's cozy. The air is like wine, a good place to be on honeymoon. It's a fair bit of time since the Arnolds were on their honeymoon, but they're still happy to be going places together. On this visit, they decide to travel by plane across the peninsula to Kota Baru. Out of the plane and into another world, the fabulous East Coast, where the beauty of the beaches are only surpassed by the beauty of the women.
That's quite flattering. It's the men who call this the beach of passionate love. But our fisherfolk live along this beach. Their horizon, the vast China Sea from which we draw our food, our songs and our stories. Our charm lies in the simplicity of our lives. Our ways have changed little for generations. In the coconut groves, a monkey is still sent up to pluck the nuts. He is a highly trained animal and can tell the ripe ones from the green. The coconut tree is an all-provider. Timber from its trunk, brooms from its fronds, brushes and mats from its husk, copra from its kernel. And there is no drink in nature to rival the pure, sweet freshness of young coconut water. It's cool, delicious. Try it. Kite flying is no child's pastime. It's a spectacular sport popular with our villages. Some of these kites have a wingspan of 10 feet and are of traditional designs. But the most popular is the Wow Bulan, the crescent moon kite. They have bow-like attachments which hum, fostering the belief that they come to life when aloft. At home, our women folk spend their leisure hours at the handlooms. Handed down from mother to daughter, the art of weaving goes back many generations. Here we make our famous kain songket, silken sarung material interwoven with threads of silver and gold. It finds a ready market overseas. Our love of art finds expression in our silverware. Another regular visitor to our shores is the giant sea turtle. A million years of sorrow are in her tears as she lays her eggs in the warm, soft sand 100 or more at a time. These eggs are considered a delicacy. Their collection is farmed out to villages under license. Her labor is over. She scrapes her way back to the ocean, down again to the unknown places of the China Sea.
After the East Coast, the Arnolds visit historic Malacca. Once a great Malay Sultanate, it came successively under the influence of China, Portugal, Holland and Britain. The quaint medieval air of Malacca is accentuated by the remains of a stirring past. You feel the wind of history blowing round this grassy hill. Ancient doorways, granite walls, broken tombs, and a roofless church. This is where the apostle of the Indies, St. Francis Xavier, was once interred. And beside the walls stand graven tombstones to the memory of forgotten Dutchmen.
gitarnya derada junto the memang the
On St. Paul's Hill, a marble statue of St. Francis Xavier looks down on old Malacca, whose links with the past are preserved by these descendants of the Portuguese. Night Express, North Star, rolls southwards with the carols. A luxury train, air-conditioned, diesel-powered, with a varied menu, choice wines and a bar. This is certainly the easiest way to travel with children. Family cabins offer privacy and restful sleep. Good night, darling. In Malaya, all journeys lead sooner or later to Kuala Lumpur. At first glimpse, it's like a page out of the Arabian Nights. But behind the Moorish facade, modern skyscrapers rise high above the town. This is the federal capital and business center of the country. In 100 years, it has grown from a tiny settlement to a busy metropolis of 500,000 people. The international airport has the advantage of being close to town and serves many major airlines. The Arnolds are next to arrive. There is a wide range of accommodation. This is one of the city's newer hotels. Every guest, whether he seeks a penthouse suite or a single room, is received with the same courtesy. Formalities are at the minimum, and checks can be cashed across the counter. The service here is impeccable, the appointments modern and up-to-date. Air-conditioned rooms, exquisitely furnished, offer every comfort. The Bennets too have arrived. No, he's not in trouble, but just to wait a while to let the parade pass by. These are men of the Royal Federation of Malaya Police marching to mosque. For today is Friday, the Muslim day of prayer. Islam is the official religion of the country. At night, the city takes on a new face. The heat of day is past. The amusement parks come to life. Here is all the fun of the fair, in a setting so familiar and yet so different. Ronggeng, a dance of flirtation. In Malay dances, you don't hold your partner with your arms, only with your eyes. What's cooking? Satay, grilled beef or chicken on skewers, dipped in a sauce of peanuts and spices, a Malayan speciality. The nightclubs, some under the starry sky, are friendly places. And of course you must shop for souvenirs and gifts for friends back home. Here in the heart of the town, a visitor can have the choice of Malayan art and craftwork. These are watercolors of picturesque kampongs, the Malay villages. For the children, a straw lobster or a beach hat, and postcards to say that you've been here.
Bengawan Solo, riwayatmu ini.
A Chinese girl, a Malay song. A last get-together over a 10-course dinner.
Perhatian insani di musim kemarau, tak berapa armu di musim hujan, air mengalir sampai jauh.
The Arnolds, the Carrolls, the Bennets. Each will take back a different memory, but they will always remember the scents and sights and sounds, the many voices that belong to Malaya. Selamat datang, welcome to Malaya.
Selamat datang.
Selamat datang.
Selamat datang. Selamat datang. Selamat datang.
Selamat datang.